I can tell you right now, guys, this is all happening as we speak right now. Van Applegate has a live camera up and ready. We're hoping you guys will be able to see that in just a few minutes. We're broadcasting through a cellular block here, essentially, to get this to you as soon as possible. It will be virtually impossible.
Mike, we have it up. We have it, so you can talk us through it.
You can see from the ground here what is happening. This is a Mayfair Muse apartment. What you are seeing here, straight ahead of you, if you can come back over to this apartment building, the entire building is badly damaged. It starts from one corner and goes all the way across to the end of the other corner. The entire building has been affected here. And you can see the aerial unit there pouring water down onto this apartment building. Firefighters are walking in. I'm going to stand just a pan to the left here. You can see some of the crews. Crews just, they can see, Van. The crews here are just loading up the stretchers and trying to get in there. They're being asked to stage right here while the firefighters are going in. This is essentially an all-call for Virginia Beach. Every available officer, every available firefighter, rescue worker will be here. You see down here, just down the street here, this is a woman just trying to get back to her house, trying to figure out what's going on. There's mass confusion out here. People are trying to figure out where they can go, where they can be. The police are just trying to get all this area cordoned off, but the main issue right now is trying to get in and do any kind of rescues that are possible out there. So it is still incredibly active and evolving scene, but you can see just from these live pictures that something has happened badly to the apartment building. Something has fallen into it. We presume an Oceana jet. You can hear some of the buzzing right now. They are actually asking us to jump back out of the way. They're still trying to get fire trucks in to that area. And as I'm speaking to you, we are grabbing our equipment out of the street so they can get the trucks past us and into this area. Fire trucks right now are still coming to the scene. It is an absolute disaster here.
And Mike, right near you, we see that a crowd of people to the right of Van's camera right there. Are those folks who live there or people who just came by to watch?
Most of these people that you're seeing in front of us are people who are helping. In some ways, they're jumping in with the fire department. They're off duty or in some way helping here. They are trying to get the residents, anybody out there. In fact, you see a man trying to run in right now. And he's still alive right there, to make sure that he knows the camera is still hot. There the good stretchers are going there right now. They're starting to bring some in, getting up over these charged water lines. People are starting to pour in here on their cell phones, wondering if they know anybody in there. So we have not seen any active rescues yet, but right now we can see the stretchers starting to go in. They have been staged outside for quite some time. So we can tell you right now they're trying to get the stretchers in. We do not know about any injuries or casualties or anything involving loss of life or injuries to people right now. We can't tell you that it is a massive amount of damage on that building.
And Mike, just for clarity, we see you're showing that one building. We heard from Ruben earlier, Ruben Carrington, the photojournalist, that there were two. Do you see two buildings on fire or just one?
I can see one lengthy stretch of building here. I can't see exactly where I am if it's divided into two, but it's pretty much an entire block of apartments here. What Van is showing you right now is the side end of one, and it continues down several hundred more feet. It looks to me like it is one building or perhaps maybe two butted together in an L shape. But they are clustered together. These are old brick apartments here around 24th and Bird Neck. It appears to me to be one building that sustained most of the damage. In fact, you can still see the flames. They're trying to fight coming out of the roof right here. It could be two buildings because they're all butted together in L shapes. So it could be as many as two. We have a couple trees blocking our view, but no doubt about it. Any way you want to look at this, a significant amount of damage here, and who knows what else when crews get in there.
I mean, just looking at that image, too, the top of that building right there where clearly something hit, it's just giving us chills back here in the studio.
Yeah, and as soon as I left the studio, I started getting phone call after phone call from a lot of people who work down here in the Alaskan Road, the Bird Neck Road area, asking me what was going on, and they started sending me pictures. And we started seeing the smoke on the Broad Creek Bridge in Norfolk.
Oh, wow.
Heading out here, we could see the smoke starting to come up through the sky there. Then we could see clearly in the distance past Town Center. And as we got to the Bird Neck Road off-ramp, we had the park and just start hustling into the scene. You could nothing but thick, oily smoke, which is like a fog through the entire area. People even a quarter mile away were holding their hands over their mouths and putting their T-shirts over their mouths. And when this wind blows and the smoke gets you, you can feel that thick, fuely residue in the air from the smoke. So clearly, a lot of fuel involved here, which is always the worry when time an aircraft goes down. They carry so much fuel on board here, and there's really no time to do anything about it.
Mike,
yeah, we got a little bit of a disturbance over here. Actually, you can see the van can swing around here. What they're doing right now, here's what we see right here. These are bystanders jumping in to help firefighters reposition this hose. These are people that the firefighters have asked for help to get this hose moved closer to the area. They want to get some more stretch out of that hose. This is something you almost never see. It gives you the magnitude of this disaster here for the fire department. It's just asking for bystanders to race in and help them. These are blocks that they use to help support the hose and move it to where they need to do, get the proper pressure in it. These are all people, all bystanders being asked to help here. Now they're now positioning that hose to get a little better purchase out of the hose and get it in a better position to fight that fire. But they just put out a call for people to help, and this is exactly what they're doing. And now they're stacking up these blocks, and what these blocks will do is allow a truck and ambulances to get over those hoses and into that area without damaging it. This is kind of a tricky situation. They have to put down this hose. This is a massive firefighting hose. They're going to try to get this truck here that you see coming in live now, something that is almost never done. They're going to try to get this truck over those lines if they can and into the fire area. This is a truck that can get a lot of water onto the apartment quickly. This is something you almost never see here. The hose is down first, and they certainly cannot break that hose. They don't want to interrupt the water flow. Some of these hoses were put down just immediately to try to get some help to get that fire under control.